InvestorIdeas.com podcast.
Good afternoon and welcome to another InvestorIdeas.com podcast looking at cannabis news, stocks to watch, as well as insights from thought leaders and experts. Today we're looking at announcements from Weekend Unlimited Incorporated trading on the CSE as POT and the OTCQB as WKULF, CANNAMERICA Brands Corporation trading on the CSE as CANA and the OTCQB as CNNXF, Liht Cannabis Corporation trading on the CSE as LIHT and the OTC as LIHTF, and Choom Trademark trading on the CSE as CHOO and the OTCQB as CHOOF. But first, the Ontario Craft Beer Festival today announced its intention to include cannabis into its annual celebration of craft beer through a collaboration with Kensington Market mainstay Hotbox Cafe. Attended by over 10,000 people from across North America, this event will make history as the first time a legal cannabis consumption patio is made accessible at a provincial event. We want to offer people a place to come down from the beer. You don't have to consume cannabis to experience our creative, chill, and vibrant patio, said Abby Roach, founder of Hotbox Holdings and owner and operator of Hotbox Cafe. We want to educate people on what cannabis is and how to consume it safely, especially around alcohol. What better way to optimize on sensory experience than by adding some cannabis to the mix, and who better to help us execute than Abby and the Hotbox team, said Tony Miller, founder of Toronto's Craft Beer Festival. Cannabis is finally legal across Canada, and we couldn't be prouder to celebrate it together. Now looking at Weekend Unlimited, who announced that it's established its office in New York City. Since our growth strategy is focused on product development and sales for recreational cannabis use across the U.S., it's important for us to establish our base in the New York City for our team to accelerate business results, said New York City-based Weekend President and CEO Mr. Paul CHOO. Being in New York City gives us access to world-class talent across multiple industries, added Mr. CHOO. Weekend Unlimited's New York office will serve as the company's global headquarters. Currently housed in one of the city's most well-known neighborhoods, Soho, the office is surrounded by a mix of major retail chains, high-end brand stores, art galleries, and restaurants. Next, looking at CannAmerica Brands Corp., who announced it's entered into a binding letter of intent to create a joint venture with Servicia Labs SA de CV and CBD Distribution Company Limited, with the intention of building a facility in Mexico for importing and warehousing licensed CBD products, as well as CBD oils and tinctures destined for refining. When and if permitted under Mexican laws, the company, Servicia and CBDC, also plan on acquiring, importing, and cultivating industrial hemp biomass for extraction into CBD isolate to be used for the multiple product lines which use CBD. Subject to board approval from the company and completion of satisfactory due diligence, the JV parties intend to enter into a definitive joint venture agreement on or before April 30th of this year. We're very pleased to enter the Latin American region with our partners in Mexico. This marks an exciting step for our brand's expansion into the international CBD marketplace, said Dan Anglin, CEO and co-founder of CannAmerica. Coupled with our partnership in Europe, global distribution of CannAmerica products is our key focus in 2019. Next, looking at Liht Cannabis Corporation, who announced that it's entered into an arm's-length letter of intent dated March 11, 2019, with TrackLoop Analytics Corporation for the purpose of testing and implementing TrackLoop's technology in their Nevada cannabis operations. TrackLoop's real-time tracking software will be used in the company to monitor the movement of all inventory throughout the supply chain, providing visual data mapping of temperature monitoring, real-time records, pickup and drop-off, location tracking, and full integration with existing inventory management and other enterprise resource planning solutions. An integrated component to the legal cannabis supply chain is the transportation of all cannabis products between cultivator, producers, and retailers. Liht is interested in onboarding this all-in-one real-time tracking and logistics solution because it addresses a key point that exists in cannabis logistics, which is tracking and monitoring the movement of products through the supply chain. Last, looking at Choom Trademark, a emerging and medical use cannabis company that secured one of the largest national retail networks in Canada, who announced it's entering the United States, starting with the state of New Jersey. Choom, through its wholly owned U.S. subsidiary Choom Holdings U.S. Incorporated, has signed a letter of intent to purchase an equity interest in a New Jersey-based medical retail dispensary applicant in New Jersey's upcoming request of applications that also intends to enter into recreational cannabis retail upon legalization, which is anticipated in 2020. The New Jersey company is advancing on its retail store strategy in New Jersey and the intention of receiving licenses to operate the maximum allowable cannabis stores for medical and eventually adult use when formally approved by the state. With these licenses, the New Jersey company intends to create a network of branded stores using Choom's medical brand, Clarity Medical Centers, or Choom for its recreational retail stores in the future. Choom will assist the New Jersey company in this highly regulated market for the build-out and operations of cannabis retail stores, and Choom will receive a royalty from the New Jersey company for the use of the Choom brands. Choom's investment in the New Jersey company includes pro rata rights to maintain its equity interest on future financings. This is our first step into the U.S. We're very excited for our partnership with the Experience Group to have the Choom brands in New Jersey, states Chris Bogart, President and CEO of Choom Holdings Incorporated. New Jersey is home to over 9 million people, currently being served only about 12 cannabis operators in its medical program. New Jersey is an exceptional market to expand into the Choom brands. We're very impressed with the progress that they've achieved to date, and with our expertise in cannabis retail, we're confident we can help them successfully operate in the New Jersey market.
That's all for today's podcast. Podcast is now a certified word trademark on the blockchain through Cognate Incorporated CM certification. InvestorIdeas.com podcasts are also available on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play Music, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, Spreaker, and TuneIn. If you'd like to be a guest or sponsor of this podcast, please contact InvestorIdeas.com. Investor Ideas reminds all listeners to read our disclaimers and disclosures on the InvestorIdeas.com website, and this podcast is not an endorsement to buy products or services or securities. Investors are reminded that all investments involve risk and possible loss of investment. Investor Ideas does not condone the use of cannabis except where permissible by law. Our site does not possess, distribute, or sell cannabis products.